Hello and welcome to OBO. We have received multiple questions about how to overcome being a new trucking company, and are there any secrets or tips they needed to do in order to avoid or overcome being a new carrier. We will do our best to give you guys some proper knowledge and proper expectation about being a new carrier and give you guys some tips. So stay tuned and let's go ahead and explain it. So, being a new carrier, so a lot of the new carriers or new trucking companies, when they obtain their authority and then and purchase that giant and pay that giant bill for the insurance and have their company insured and and have it and have the trucking company in service, which is the first thing to do after filing the application for the DOT or MC authority, is having an insurance liability for the amount or for the minimum amount of $1 million coverage, and that considered the biggest monthly bill for being a new carrier. For and we are not going to dig deep into uh, obtaining a new insurance with the giant bill for being a new carrier. For that being said, a new carriers, when they set in service and they start looking for loads, they are expecting to uh, make some money and pay some bills that they are the regular bills that they are going to have every month. So our advice to you guys is to set revenue goals. So we have tried to make some list or some topics or some tips to you for you guys. So you will see them as just to set realistic revenue goals. Do not expect to make that giant paycheck as soon as you start it, because you will face it is normal nowadays to face some issues or some struggle as you are starting any type of business. So, for that being said, being a new company, new trucking company, when you try to book loads with some big names out there, some big broker names uh, out there, they always ask for some old uh, MC number. That's the common sentence that they use. They needed a an old MC number, or they cannot set you up with them until you finish such amount of time. So our tip to you guys is to expect that you have to manage to survive at least the first 3 months, because the first 3 months are the hardest months, as you are going to um, keep looking for loads to book loads. And for us, as we help so many new trucking companies and we welcome them to dispatch their trucks, we have faced we faced this trouble or this struggle before, as you guys do. So we know exactly is being a new trucker is going to be a hassle for the first 3 months on average. Most of the brokers, they ask to they require a 3 months old MC authority. Now, for the next tip is to keep your truck or trucks and company neat and safe to avoid DOT audit. As you guys, any trucking company out there receive any citation or any kind of inspection from any DOT at any station or at any state, that inspection will be documented and will be elevated to the local DOT office, and it will result in an audit. So you guys will receive a notice from that local office, local DOT office, with an audit with along with a timing or a date. So try to keep your trucks and company safe and clean and neat. Now, the other advice to you guys is to reduce cost. Try to reduce cost as much as possible. Before you guys, as we mentioned in previous videos, if you started if you're starting your trucking company, keep looking for a cheaper insurance premium. As I said or I mentioned before, this is your giant bill as you start in your trucking business. Avoid, because any other bills are set, you're only gonna pay them, and you are expecting them. Except the insurance, you have to keep looking, find a premium insurance with a cheap amount of money or cheap cost. And also, we have seen so many, I cannot give a number of financing companies that offer financing to any businesses or any business. So avoid that as much as you can. Please avoid financing. Avoid taking money because you're not bringing money yet. You are barely surviving. Do not bring any financing companies to your trucking business yet, until you see some money, until you survive, until you see some cash flow. Then you can just think of borrowing or using a financing companies. So for those tips that we have for you guys, there are many other tips out there. It depends on your or of your way of operating your business. But please, guys, remember to set your expectation that you're not going to make money as soon as you start um, booking loads. Now, my advice to you guys is, or my tip to you guys is, do not be picky. You don't have that liberty. You don't have like that freedom to be picky out there and pick reject loads or try to find so much money as you are booking loads. So if you receive a load with an average amount of pay or an average rate, please accept it, and that's going to help you along the way. How is going to help you along the way? First is you're going to use that broker as a reference. Second is you're going to make money. Third is you are not losing money at least. And remember, majority, 80%, this is how high the percentage is. 80% of the brokers out there are not going to give you loads because you're having a new authority. Now, our tip to you guys, this is so important. You guys remember this. You need this. Have your truck inspected by a DOT station. If you don't, if you feel, all of us, we know exactly how our trucks are. If you feel that your truck is not ready to get inspected, it's okay, don't get it inspected. But if you think that your truck is clean and safe to get inspected, please have it inspected at least one time. And you will thank me later, because 90% of the brokers out there and the shippers, they are asking for an inspection, an active or at least one DOT inspection. That inspection will approve your company. Trust me. I don't know if I can say this, but maybe if you have your truck inspected at least one time, maybe the broker will override your new authority. So this is my tip to you guys. This is the bonus tip. If you have a new authority, maybe if you have one inspection or have it inspected, at least showing that you are active and safe, uh, trucking company, maybe the big name broker names out there, they will override this being a new carrier, new authority. They will override it, and I have tried it. I have seen it so many times, because again, remember guys, we support the new carriers. We have set a new carriers with so many brokers, and when they see that one-time inspection, they will say yes, override it, and name the software out there. What software do they do? They do any software onboarding, DAT onboarding, RMIS, the registry, any other software. I have typed in a new DOT number, and it shows overridden or override. The broker override the DOT being in new, the MC authority being new, because you have an inspection. So this is my tip, my bonus tip to you guys. If you can have your truck inspected, we'll have a different discussion. We will try to set you up with so many brokers and get you some loads. Our service, we fight, we do our best day and night to find you the best load, premium loads out there. Again, as I mentioned, always, we mentioned that before, we are so confident. When we find you a load with a rate, it is almost the best rate out there. It's more than what you come up with, or maybe I cannot name any dispatcher out there or dispatching services out there, but we will get you that top dollar money and premium money. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for our next videos. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell button so you can stay updated and tuned with our updated videos. We do our best to grow this channel for your own good, guys. We do our best to make this channel growing with useful information, useful tips, and helpful videos. Thank you so much. And as I mentioned before, if you guys need anything, consultation is free, totally free. Any questions that you guys have, call 214 dispatch. Again, it's available 24/7, 365. Call 214 dispatch. We are here to help. At least we give you a proper advice. That way, it will set you away from facing any issues with your when you operate your trucking company. Thank you so much and stay tuned.